to Taco Joint's test kitchen here in Webster Groves. Today we're going to talk about the mash it yourself guacamole that you ordered. First, I'd like to thank you for ordering it, and I just want to talk a little about avocados. So when you're choosing an avocado, you want to choose one that's not really green. It turns into this kind of brownish, blackish color, and when you touch it, you can feel it gives us a little bit. That's what you're looking for. If it's really black, you see some dimples, that means it's rotting right there. Another thing you want to look for is you want to make sure it has this nub right here. This is where it hangs from the tree. If this is removed, oxygen actually gets in there and starts to turn this tip of this black. So when you're buying these in a store, you want to make sure these are on there. So we're going to start the guacamole by removing these. Now we can take them off since we're going to use them. You do not want one of these in your guacamole, like hidden little teeth breakers. Okay, so the easiest way to get into these avocados, there's a big pit in the middle, so it can be a little dangerous. Lay it firmly on the table and hold it tight. Once you get your knife in, you can kind of spin it around like this, 360 degrees back to your original cup. And when you open it up, see beautiful green fruit. It's really nice and buttery. Texture-wise, there's not a lot of water, not a lot of liquid, no blemishes from the outside, which is no black spots. So you get this pit out here. Grab a towel for safety, hold it in your hand here, and if you just hit the end of that with your end of your knife, it'll come right out. And then with these two, finger and thumb, just pop it off into the trash can. Okay, now our avocados are all ready. Next step here, we're going to take a spoon. You have our molcajete. You can just, if you don't have a molcajete at home, you can choose a regular bowl. And then we're going to take this and just run it along the inside of that fruit, right down to where you feel the skin. Pop it out. Place it in your dish. No secret here, just to start it right when you get to the edge of that. Kind of get it in the edge here. Get right to that skin. You can feel it'll start to give. And then you just kind of scoop around the outside of that. Now, I like a really creamy, buttery textured guacamole. So we don't add any, we don't add any liquids to this. We don't add the tomatoes and stuff because what that does is too much liquid will make it almost a little bit slimy in texture, which is not what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice, rich, buttery guacamole dip. So once we get in the bowl, we can just kind of start by chopping this up a little bit to make it a little more manageable. Once we break it down a little bit, we're going to be able to really mix it good. At this point, I'm going to take a little bit of sea salt, get it in here and almost mash it in. Now I like it a little salty, but don't forget, you're usually going to use tortilla chips with this, which have salt, and we're going to top it with a little queso fresco, which actually has some salt too. Okay, so at this point, you have your salt in here. Now it's really up to you how fine you want to bring this down, how creamy. Some people like a chunky guacamole, some people like it, you know, really creamy. I'm kind of somewhere in between. So I'm going to keep working this a little bit around here, mash it along the sides. Okay, that's where I like it right there. So you got just a few chunks in there. You can just scrape it down off the side a little bit. Kind of make a little ball in there. So that's our dip. Now to top it, just like we do in the restaurants, we have a little pico de gallo here. And pico de gallo is really just a combination of cilantro, tomato, lime, chili pepper, and onion, salt. And all these, the ratios, however you like it. If you like a lot of tomato and a little cilantro, do it that way. You can put extra lime juice, no onion if you don't like onion. It's your call. But in this order, you're gonna get this 3 ounces of pico de gallo. And that one is gonna place right on top. So keeping this separate is gonna keep the integrity of the butteriness of the guacamole. You still get all the flavors out of the tomato and stuff, but it's not gonna ruin, it's not gonna change the viscosity. After that, we're just gonna top that little queso fresco, which is a salty Mexican cheese. And there is your smash to order guacamole. Enjoy.